everyone, and welcome to another session of Hero Club Live and another session of Pair of Socks Lost. If you are new here, welcome, and if you don't know who we are, we're Hero Club, and Hero Club Live is our live stream TTRPG show, which is not the main thing that we do here on Hero Club. The main thing we do is our podcast, called Hero Club. It's the same name, basically. Hero Club is our TTRPG podcast where we take our live role-playing sessions that we record around the table, and we edit them down into these taut, tight, fun, quick audio anthologies. You can pick any season, start wherever you want. We got pirates, we got space, we got comedy, we got drama, we got weird Tarantino ones, we got Christmas, multiple Christmas ones, we got stoner comedies. If you want any genre, we got it, so please go check that out. But here,
Western.
We do have Western. We were just talking about Western a second ago.
We were.
But sorry, I got distracted by these boneheads talking in chat. Okay, not you boneheads chat, my boneheads in chat.
Clang, clang, clang.
Can we get shirts that says Dylan's Boneheads?
Of course we can. Oh, right. That's right. I am your Dungeon Master, Dylan McCullum. It's very nice to see you all. I'm going to explain what Pair of Socks Lost is in a moment, but first things first, welcome. We're happy to have you. And let's introduce the players. We are down one of our players, Natasha Mercado is still
He is
out.
a McArtist.
For a while, but that's fine because Griselda is doing mermaid training, which is a total canonical thing that I came up with and it was integral to the story. And it needed to be done, and there's no questioning it. So first one we have, hey, John, how about you start us off? John, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and you know how it works here. Tell us any damn thing you want to tell us as well.
Hi, my name is John Madison. I love Minecraft, and I play Turtle Chef, Arcane Chef, who just gained another level in Wizard. And fun fact for the day, flossing can extend your life by another 5 years because the plaque from your floss goes straight from your teeth goes straight into your bloodstream. So floss every day.
Oh, you nailed
That's
it.
it.
Okay.
You nailed it. So you stuck that landing so hard, John.
Thank you.
Okay, going on to
Period. Going down at the.
Marty, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and
Hello,
anything else you want to say.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Marty Abby Schneider. I associate produce and do the art for Hero Club. I'm drinking Woodford Reserve bourbon, and I play Golzog Intestine Scarf. He is an orc puncher, and I took another level in punching.
Wonderful. Jasmine, why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything else you want to say?
Hello, I am Jasmine. I play Zara, who is a halfling rogue fighter, and I just took another rogue level. And anything else I want to say is hello, and I'm happy you're here.
Oh, I'm happy you're here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. We're excited for you to see
what
stuff.
this all is. And last but certainly not least, Hannah, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything else you want to say to the people. Also, thank you so much for the raid, everyone. Thank you, raiders. Welcome on in. Thank you. We are Hero Club. Welcome on in.
We'd better succeed at our quest or whatever this episode.
Oh, the
Right.
whole thing?
We gotta give the people what they want.
Yeah, which is succeeding at the quest without one of the members of the party. The entire thing. Yeah,
Well,
good.
I'm just saying they
campaign,
want to
we're gonna
see
finish
the
it now.
climax, I'm sure. Or the pinnacle or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just completely move up the timetable of everything. You're fighting the
Natasha
last
will
boss
understand.
here.
Well, she'll
Yeah.
have her own side arc character of her quest to be the ultimate mermaid, which she will achieve,
Right.
obviously.
Of course.
Ultimate Mermaid
Anywho,
sounds like
I'm
a
Hannah.
great sounds like a great mobile game. Ultimate Mermaid. All right, go ahead.
Quest? There probably is an app. I'm Hannah. I play Marabella Graveneye, a level 5 cleric of the Grave Domain. Another level in cleric, very exciting. And my fun fact this week is that it is illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland. You have to have at least 2 because
they
they're
get
social
lonely?
animals.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is
Isn't that cute?
legitimately wild.
Yeah.
And I am the Dungeon Master for PairOfSocks Lost. I am Dylan McCullum. I am also an associate producer of Hero Club. And what is PairOfSocks Lost? Well, it is an adventure based off of the 5e book adventure, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, but I have mangled that to bits. We are so far past that book, to the point where, basically, we are at the point where the cast could read the book and it wouldn't matter. I'm using essentially the maps and some of the names, but in completely different ways. Yes, Marty, you raised
so
your
when
hand.
did we hit that point that
The
we
point-
could read the book and it wouldn't matter?
Basically, once you entered
laser
the
tag
portal,
game?
well, that for sure. But once you entered thither, once you entered this new area,
The
it's
portal from the carnival?
no thither.
Oh, okay.
Once you
Oh,
entered
okay, cool.
thither,
All right, cool.
last episode.
I know where that is.
The map is usable, but none of the landmarks are the same.
Yeah.
But it is an adventure based off of Alice in Wonderland, Phantom Tollbooth, Wizard of Oz, Peter Pan, Narnia. Basically, what I've done is I've mashed all those stories together, made some headcanon, and then just forced my friends to walk through it.
Don't forget the Tales of Ultrazone.
Yes, the Tales of Ultrazone. Yes, anyone who knows any kind of LA laser tag, you would know that is very much inspired. And you will see what I mean when we go into
Which was
the
inspired?
recap.
Which thing was inspired by Ultrazone? I'm sorry.
the
We
the
did a
capture
laser
the
tag.
flag laser
Yeah,
tag.
like the capture the flag thing. That makes so much sense. Oh, to go back to Ultrazone.
Marty, you just mentioned laser tag.
Also, it still exists, I think. I don't think
It does. It does still exist. Okay.
Let's do a live Hero Club excursion in laser tag,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
pay someone to film it, and then
I will fucking truck 10-year-olds if we go Ultrazone.
sorry,
I
enough
will.
distractions.
Yeah. Enough
We can
distractions.
crowdfund that.
Enough distractions, just so everyone heard, for all those new people, Marty's not joking. He will truck 10-year-olds. He will absolutely truck
At Ultrazone, not
At Ultrazone,
any
yeah.
time.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Protect
go
my
into
No
base.
backpedal, Marty.
Let's go into our
Violence
recap.
against
Let's go into our recap. We have a lot of new people here. I'm going to try to give it a little bit more context. Maybe a little bit of a longer recap than usual. Kind of give a little context of who you all are and what you've been doing. Might remind you knuckleheads what you've all been doing too. Maybe a little bit.
no idea.
Last we left off, our party of wandering adventurers found their way into the land of Thither. They came here looking for allies. But how did they get here? Why are they here, and who are they? Well, Griselda, Tone, Marabella, Zara, and Golzog were all people who lost things. Long ago. As children, they went to a carnival and lost something dearly important to them. Some of them know what they lost. Some of them aren't quite so sure. But all of them found themselves spirited away to a place known as the Feywild, and a land in the Feywild known as Prismere. What they've learned about this land is that it is broken, odd, sad, stagnant. There's still so much they don't know. Their first foray into this world of Prismere was the land of Hither, a stagnant swamp ruled by a force known only as the Youth, who apparently commands a League of Shadows, and is also allied with the Soggy Court, a mixture of frogs and apparently snails as well. They allied themselves with old enemies, a group of Haragon, or rabbit people, who had been hot on their tail, though ineffective at doing really anything to them, and learned about their home in a place called Thither, a place constantly at war between two factions, the House of Cards and the House of Glass. Needing to find allies in their fight against the Youth, and hopefully leads on where their lost things are, and information on how they might find a way home from this odd world in which they are seemingly trapped. They blindly make their way through the mist, separating the borders of these strange lands. In their arrival in Thither, they got caught by a few interesting guards. Two pair of fours and a pair of threes. Cards. Card soldiers in odd mechanical suits that were surprisingly ineffective in every possible way. One of the suits exploding almost instantly, killing the user, and nearly killing its pair. Making quick work of this two pair, the group took a prisoner, had some questions answered, and made their way into this small little fortification to search it for information, probably loot, and a way forward. And that is where we left off. So, as you make your way into this small little, again, outpost, if you remember correctly, you all kind of understood and realized through some high insight checks that this place was abandoned. And to set the scene of where Thither is and what Thither has looked like, it is beautiful and colorful. It's also deeply wooded and almost jungle-like, but a lot of that has been kind of dug out to make trenches and make these kind of wooden fortifications. So you make your way into this kind of makeshift fort.
Big wooden walls, right? You said?
Yeah, it was like wooden walls. It was, made quickly. It's clearly not a priority for them. Mm-hmm. And you see various, boxes, crates. It doesn't look like much in the way of people were living here. It seems like it was just the two pair, maybe their friend 8 that they kept talking about that was going to come back at some point. But, it was very much like they don't seem to have any barracks. It's like tents. Just behind these fortification walls.
And 8 is a higher difficulty enemy, right? Like the higher the number, the scarier the enemy is, except for 2.
Kind of what we gleaned.
Yes, you were able to glean that it seems like it goes by playing card hands. How a card would work. It seems like I think you actually hit a pretty high investigation check and learned that from Iris as well, your ally, that like if they're in a pack of 5 and they are a particularly powerful hand, they're more powerful, even if they're a lower number.
Yeah, the suits like link up.
Yeah, their suits link up to form Megazords.
Suits.
Yep. Exactly. Their suits link up.
And I think I took one of the crappy suits.
Yeah, you did. You have the suit. You know that none of you can fit into them because it's literally built for a card
To like slot
in. But you do have the mechanism. And for those who forgot, because it was a couple weeks ago, you did hit an investigation check and see a maker's mark on it, which was a little oil can and the letters TM.
Trademark.
Oh, I did have that written.
Trademark, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure it's trademark. But yeah, so
totally.
you're in the fortification. What are you all doing?
Box investigation check.
Me too.
Searching for loot. That's
Yes.
what we're here
That is what
for.
we're
Roll
doing.
them dice.
I would love
I
to
knew I could
also-
only stall you all, you loot goblins, for as long as possible.
They
Go
immediately
ahead.
tear through it.
Make
I
your
would like to
investigation
cast
checks.
guidance on myself first
Understood.
because I'm ridiculous.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Ooh, good roll.
17.
17, okay.
12.
12?
Ooh. 26.
26?
I got a 19. I have +7 to investigation.
Damn, girl.
Damn.
Love that
Six.
for us.
What'd you get, bud?
6.
Okay. And this is a thing. Remind me.
Bulldogs
Did
just have a good
time.
did you end up like ending the last card, or did you?
Oh yeah, that was my question too.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I think they're still
Wait, they're still alive.
tied up in.
I don't know why, but they're still alive.
No, there was the one that you talked to who was like alive. I think you might have kept them. Well, you talked to them for a while.
He told us about the Ace of Spades and how like
Yes, you
he's
did
the
talk to them for a
coolest card, but he betrayed the queen.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
He was
I
afraid
think
of dying.
Hales, who I trust more than any of you, commented,
Wow.
I think you guys spared him for now.
No, we did. We
So-
tied him up and took him in.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's still alive. We took him with us.
We're
Right.
heroes.
It was the reason it was confusing even for me was because there was a big argument about where to put him because you were like either he goes back into the deck to be reshuffled or we just bury him up to his
Yes.
neck or
The
we
great
just kill
reshuffle.
him or we just
Yes, because it's there's the great reshuffling. If all the cards die, the great reshuffling happens and they come back to life as different kinds
Which
of
is
cards.
only their
And
crazy
if-
mob mentality belief.
And if we keep one of them alive, maybe we prevent them all from respawning if we just have one low-level one who's alive, but we have
Yes.
control over.
I also
Oh.
fully think that that's not a real thing. And
What,
it's
the
just
great
something that they
reshuffling?
believe.
I think
Yeah.
it's a thing.
It happened before, but he's afraid that it won't happen again because
The Ace of Spades. So should we just kill this guy?
Yes.
I feel weird doing it now because he's tied up.
Well, let's get through the
Golzog in
investigation check
character.
first.
Let's
Definitely doesn't want to.
Before we skip to murder like true heroes, let's leave him. let's leave him while we rob him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, before we show all these new viewers who we really are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Awful good.
He tried to kill us.
He did. He
Just
truly
saying.
did.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
the 26. Everyone is helping moving through these crates. Tone, you find this. You find this like robe. This weird robe with a bunch of just imagery on it. It's like this weird, kind of very basic looking robe, but it's full to the brim of these weird like sewn on patches. You see like a patch that has like a dagger. See a patch that has like a mirror. See a patch that has a sack. You see a patch that's just like a pole. You see a patch that's just a door. You see a patch that's just a big dog.
Oh my god! Can I put it on?
Yeah, sure.
And then how do I look?
Make a performance check.
Just like how, like, does it like look good on me? Not good. It's a 5.
But the robe itself as an item of clothing does not look good. Like it's just it is like a haphazard robe full of these like just incongruous patches. But you find that you go to like a bin that seems to be full of a few items. Who got a 17? Was it you? Okay, yeah.
I did.
And then there was a 12 and a 6. Yeah, don't you Marabella and Gulzog are helping but not finding much. You find, some rations. I would say
okay.
You find some rations, which it's
What do cards eat?
it's odd. It's you look at the rations and you look at them, and the only reason you know that they're rations is it's like a little bar, almost like a Willy Wonka candy bar, that just says rations on it, and you have no idea what that could possibly be. But it it's rations. But that's that. You do find like 2 more potions of lesser healing.
Great. Okay. This is all.
There's more because you got a 26, so there's quite a bit in this
Alright,
fortification.
to start typing.
Which is like, even though it's not well fortified and no one really cares about it, these are you found quite a bit in this place. Zara, you find something in a crate. It's kind of like a crate that seemed like it had more in it, like a delivery, and you instantly recognize a logo on it. Because it's the logo of a bottle you already have. You recognize, like, on the side of one of the crates, kind of like a little bit dusty, is the Proud Main logo.
Oh.
And you open up the crate, and in it is like a shipment of what was clearly a few bottles, but there is just one lone bottle of liquid courage.
Awesome.
Gulzog, hilariously, with your 6, you do not see that.
I know. Jasmine, do you care to say anything? You don't have to.
I do not care to say anything.
Great, cool.
I will
And also, it's been too long for me to just out of the blue remember to mention Proudman and ask the card about it, even though I've been looking for an opportunity to be reminded. But anyway, yeah.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
I'll turn to the party and just ask. Lots of good things here. Does anybody have need any potions of healing?
Oh, that's weird. I haven't found a single thing. And Gulzog is digging a hole. It's about 6 inches by 2 feet deep. That just like, he's like, I haven't found anything over here. Like, with a stick.
Great.
I have a potion. Does everybody we should all have at least one potion.
I have 2, so I don't need one.
I don't
Okay.
think I have any.
Give Marabella one.
I'll take potion tanks. I found rations, by the way.
Oh, I could use a ration. That's like food, right?
I've got no idea. It's just a bar that says ration on it. But you could try it here.
I'll take a ration.
Here you go. And
Thank
Maribel
you.
will just hand out rations. I don't know how many I found, but I'll give everybody one.
Me, John Madison, has been watching Iron Chef Dad on YouTube, so
yeah.
Tone may try to take one of the rations and try to make something appetizing out of it later. Although I don't know what cards eat.
Right, of course.
I now have 11 rations instead of 10.
Mm.
All right.
Nice.
Assuming you handed me one.
Can I investigate the patches on John's robe specifically?
Whoa! I see little thief come over. Can you?
Oh yeah, did he just put it on? Can I
robe.
also look at the robe?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, hey man, where'd you find that robe?
In this box.
Oh, you didn't even have to dig a hole or anything?
No, we are stealing from these people, right? I mean, from these cards, right?
I just assumed I had to dig to find stuff. I'll do better next time. Golzog looks at his robe.
Okay, both of you make an investigation check or Arcana
I'll
check.
cast Identify on the robe.
Okay.
Ooh, 21.
Botch. Okay. Truly. Golzog, you go to look. You go to look at the robe, and you trip in the hole that you dug, and fall out of your face.
No. Okay. God, he's such a schlemiel.
As you start to cast Identify, we're gonna kind of see these two things happen at the same time. What are you looking for exactly, Zara?
I'm looking to see whether or not the patches have any significance or pattern, or if that little tiny door opens.
So with that, you don't see any significant pattern. You do see that, that I would see with the 21, you'd see that you see 2 of the daggers, 2 of the mirrors, 2 of the poles, 2 of the rope, 2 sacks. You see a couple ones that double up, and then the rest kind of are haphazard. You do see that it has quite a bit of them on there. There's let me see. It was quite a lot. It has 25 patches on this thing. Which is a lot of patches. There's more patches than there are blank robe space, so it's just kind of wild. As you're as this is happening, you can tell me what else you do, Jasmine, but you cast Identify, Tone. This is a robe of useful items.
Oh!
You instantly know that, one, I rolled to see how many patches there were, which is you instantly get a certain number of them, which are the daggers and all that stuff. And then I get to roll 4d4 other patches, and I rolled 3, 3, 3, 4, so you get so many other patches. And I'm currently rolling all the random patches you get, just to roll it out, and once I have that all done, I'll let you know exactly what's on there. But
okay.
Basically, this robe has cloth patches of various shapes and colors covering it. While wearing the robe, you can use as an action to detach one of the patches, causing it to become the object or creature it represents. Once the last patch is removed, the robe becomes just an ordinary garment. And each of these patches has a very so each of the patches has an interesting vibe. Some of them are pretty weird and crazy. They're useful, as you might think. But as you're realizing this, Tone
lives to serve.
Zara, are you doing anything else?
With the robe, no.
Okay.
What does the door...
Yeah, we'll go to the doors.
What
Do you want the door?
Well, I'll say this, Tone, because you have identify, you know exactly what the door patch does.
What does it do?
So the door patch.
What do I know that it does?
So I'll just tell you right now. It's an iron door, which is up to 10 feet wide and 10 feet high, barred on one side of your choice. You can place it in an opening you can reach, and it just conforms to fit the opening and attaches.
Oh, sick.
So you can just.
So if we wanted to keep people out, right?
Yeah.
Or in.
It would have been so cool to have rolled high on the investigation check.
Like you essentially you could make a door anywhere that's barred on one side. You could make a jail cell anywhere too. You could also, as an action, be running someplace like down a hallway and put it in the hallway. It's very useful and fucks up my life. Something awful.
I will relay all of this to the rest of the party, and then I think in my spare time, I will create a little menu with my new spoon pen that I will, not right now, but that I will divvy out to everybody, so that if we ever need some of these things, I'll use an action and pry it out. It'll also look great against my skin.
I will.
My green skin. I'm a turtle. If you're new.
I will also, once I have the exact list of every single item, I will give it to you. But you can also go on D&D Beyond and pick robe of useful items, and it will give you the whole list, but I'll just tell you which ones are actually on the robe and how many.
I would be lying if I said that I did not already have it equipped in my character.
Oh, good. That's what you should do. And like I said, there's a lot of things about to happen here. So, because the 26 is kind of the DC for, like, the crazy things. You also find, like, as Golzog kind of, like, hits the ground, like, things kind of get shaken up a little bit, like, another crate falls over, and you see, just in, one of the boxes, just a pair of, like, sandals with little wings on them.
Oh, can I go look at the sandals, or am I still face down because I suck at everything?
They've been found.
Digging your hole.
You can look at them.
Okay, cool.
I'll hand him the sandals if I have to.
I'd like to look at the sandals.
I'm very happy with mine.
They look like sandals, like, which I don't know if...
Can I examine them? Yeah.
Sure, make an investigation or arcana check.
That is going to be 18.
18. I think you might be actually one of the only, not one of the only, you might be more familiar with sandals than any other footwear, coming from your background.
I'm barefoot right now, so
and
probably.
It's kind of like, for your understanding, it's kind of a very Grecian design, with little wings off on the side. Not like...
Ooh,
not
Grecian.
Like,
I just made that word up. I don't know what that means, but it sounded right. Would you say, Dylan, that they resemble Hermes' sandals of, like...
Who's Hermes?
Classic folklore?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They do.
But for the audience, okay, cool.
Yes, they do.
Cool. I'm gonna put them on. Are they big enough for my feet?
Basically, it's one of those things where, like, you start to put them on and they, like, they grow in size. Clearly magic.
Ooh. Cool. Magic-y. Golzog laces up these sandals.
Okay.
And do I feel anything different?
I mean, you don't feel anything different.
Okay, great. Cool. Love my new footwear.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm like you. I have shoes now.
Yeah, you can make an
Congrats!
insight. You can make an insight or Arcana check.
I would love to make an insight check.
Okay.
22.
22. You feel this roiling in your soul. You feel
Ooh.
Golzog speaking.
Hey,
to
does
you.
anyone else's soul feel weird?
And Golzog is
All right,
just
sorry, go ahead.
kind of banging at the jail cell,
Nope.
going like, "Do it! You know you want to. Do it! Jump, Golzog, jump!"
Okay! Golzog jumps in the air.
And you are now floating.
Oh, cool!
Yeah, Golzog just
Awesome.
like jumps into the air, and suddenly, Golzog, you're just now floating in the air.
Ah!
And you realize that you can now just kind of float over to this side. Float over to this side. What some might call flying.
Oh, and if I go... Oh! Guys! Look
mean-
at me, if I lean over this way... Cool, what
You have
what are they?
they're I forget exactly what they're called. I had it. They're boots of flying. You get a flying. They're winged boots. You get a flying speed equal to your walking speed. You can use up to 4 hours each day. Which you can use all at once or in several shorter flights, which like at a minute at a time. And they regain 2 hours of flight every 12 hours they're not being used.
Awesome. Did they...
It's so great for a monk.
Amazing.
hang on. Broom of flying... I don't know if I have boots of flying in my...
It's winged boots. Winged
boots.
Winged boots, yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm taking them. Is that cool with everyone that I take them?
Yeah.
They look
I
I
great
have
on
yet
you.
to find
Sense.
an item, so this is a good one.
They look great. They fit you.
Thank you so much, Tone. They also make me fly!
It goes like just kind of, I think, goes back and forth through the air.
I lean... When I say make me fly, I lean far enough that I just fall fully on my side.
Understood.
Ugh! But I
Um,
was only 2 feet off the ground anyway.
And
Yeah.
you've got your arms up, it'll kind of look like wings.
Yeah, that's true. We could use that as like make me look like some sort of giant bird if we need to scare anyone. Just a thought.
Right. Yeah.
And there's 2 more things that you find, because again, 26 is a big number for this level, and this had
Yeah.
some stuff. You'll
do it.
find just a little ring. A little ring with a shield on it.
Who hasn't gotten something?
I'll take a ring with a shield.
Who doesn't have magic items? I'll give it to Hannah.
Oh my gosh. If it's Ooh! This looks cool. And can
Ooh,
I
this
put
looks
it
cool.
on and make an insight check?
Sure. Make an insight or Arcana check.
Definitely insight. 18?
18. With everything else that's happened, this crate with an 18 of insight, you're looking at this, and you're like, ooh. And then you look over at the crate that you have all been looking into, and it just says miscellaneous magic items on it. And you're like, oh.
Oh, cool.
Great,
Oh,
great,
okay.
great.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Nice, yeah. Okay.
Cards are not very
Um,
smart.
What's the ring do?
Well, you wouldn't be able to figure that out with an insight check.
Do I look tougher? Like
Um,
slightly harder to hit?
technically, this one would
'Cause
be
I haven't attuned to it.
attunement. Yeah.
Right.
But, yeah. This is
Okay.
like-
Amazing.
Yeah.
The only
Uh,
reason, okay, Zara, is that okay if I take it? Because then that would make me tankier, whereas you're sneakier.
You and I are kind of the stand-in tanks for a group that doesn't really have a tank, so you
Right.
probably should take it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep searching in the box if there's maybe a present from Santa Claus that has Zara's name on it.
You do not, even with a 26, you do not find anything. But what you do, you don't find anything in that box, but what you do find is just and this is where like Iris comes in. Iris comes in and starts looking through papers, and you see there's kind of like this file that she's kind of moving through, and you kind of spot it, that there's this one kind of like off piece of paper that kind of blows away in the wind as she's kind of rifling through them, and you grab it pretty quickly, Tone. And
Claws, something like this.
While he's doing this, can I just kick out the bottom of the magic item crate to just make sure it's not a false bottom?
Sure, make a strength
Great.
check.
Back on the ground.
15.
You kick out the bottom of the crate.
Oh, that's all the stuff, guys. And then Golzog is gonna sort of dejectedly rip the crate in half.
I think I saw some crates that were underground. I think I saw some crates peeking out from the ground. You might want
I could go dig for a couple.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, go dig.
Yeah. Golzog's gonna go dig with his tree.
As Golzog is digging, you on this piece of paper, it has some words that you can't fully understand. But it seems like a letter. And it's addressed to... It seems like it's addressed to... Like, it's like addressed to the entire army. Like, it's almost like it was sent to multiple people. Like, it seems like it was addressed to the deck and others. And it says the words, "We'll take it high, and the walls will come tumbling down." Their story will fall. And that's all it says.
Okay.
Huh.
So
We'll take it high.
We'll take it high.
And the walls will start crumbling down, and the stories will fall.
Mhm.
I wonder if it has anything to do with plans to attack the Queen of Glass and take her walls down.
Iris is kind of looking through these papers. A lot of the shipment seems to be from that like oil can, like TM. And she looks over and goes, "What's that you got?"
I gotta trust. We gotta travel together. We gotta trust her. This is me, John, thinking out loud.
I might know something too.
I know Zara doesn't like her very much. It flew out of the papers. I think it maybe plans to attack the Queen of Glass.
I mean, well, that's par for the course. It's always plans to attack each other.
Do any of those papers show where they might be coming from? Do they have a to? address as along with a destination?
Well, things change around here. It's one of the problems is that the houses used to have big castles, but then everything kind of started getting overgrown and reclaimed, so they've been very mobile. But from what I'm looking at, it does seem like that the Queen's artificer, a lot of it seems to be coming from their workshop, which I'm not exactly sure where it would be.
I know someone who may know where the workshop might be. And I look over at the 2 that we have tied up.
Oh, the 3.
Or the 3 we have tied up, and I give a wink.
4? Might be a 3.
It might be the 4.
Thought we killed.
Yeah, it might have been the 4. I think it might have been the 4. It's not a 2.
You killed the 3, and you kept the 4 alive.
I remember having the thought of, I wish it was a 3 so that keeping him alive would be even more worthwhile than like if it was a 4, because a 4 is slightly better than a 3.
It might be a good idea, but the thing is that, I don't know. I'm not sure how many allies we're going to be finding within the House of Cards. Maybe. It would be difficult. They're kind of an all or nothing thing. But the thing is that I don't know if I have it in me really to go... Well, no, I have it in me, but it's not really going to be fun or easy going all the way over the line back to the House of Glass. But that is where I know people.
So the only way is through.
I guess. And look, if you want to get involved in this war, it's very interesting and a thought of you. So we could figure out where it's happening, but what would you want to do if we even figured out where it was?
May I approach Tone and Iris covered in dirt?
Of course.
Hey guys, didn't find anything new.
Okay.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, well, to be honest, I was talking about the simple facts that we might be able to get information about where the Artificer's workshop is, but I just don't know what we would do then after we figure that out.
Well, let me ask you this, Iris. Would knowing where the Artificer's workshop is help us get your shadows back? Because that's what we're trying to do, right? Is get you and your colleagues' shadows back?
Well, yeah, ideally, we're trying to find ways, and I guess if we could raid it for weapons of any kind, that might be useful. Yeah.
Didn't Longscarf said there might be... Apologies if I'm misremembering. I've been forgetting a lot of things, but didn't he say there might be reinforcements here, or that he might have friends here in Thither?
Well, yeah. There are for sure people still sympathetic to him. A lot of those people most likely still would be on the House of Glass's side.
Well, why don't we go there?
That's what I was saying. Is that it would be? It's very difficult. We would just have to cross through a lot of If we're on this side, we just have to cross through a lot of a lot of thither to get across the line. The only other thing, and this is something that he would always ramble on about, there is a neutral party here that he, very high-minded of him, thought he was getting on with and thought he was close to being able to get involved in the war, but I don't know. But there's a neutral party. It's a city in the sky, but getting there is easy, leaving is difficult.
Well, like, what do you guys think? Like, we should try to get our allies' shadows back, right? So we gotta go wherever's like closest to that. I also have been meaning to ask everybody if they've heard of like or seen written anywhere the name Proudmane. That's something personally that I'm interested in learning more about.
I mean, I will say this, Tone, with the 26, you saw a crate that said Proudmane on it.
The crate said Proudmane on it?
Yeah, there was a crate that said Proudmane on it here.
Oh. Oh, there was a crate that said Proudmane on it.
But oh, what?
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
the crate?
Sorry, it's there. It's there.
Golzog's gonna run over and punch out the bottom, checking for a false bottom.
Okay. Make a strength check.
18.
18. You punch out the false bottom.
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you punch out the bottom and there's no false bottom.
Damn it! And he breaks it over his knee. All right. Well, so that's dead end on Proudmane, I guess. But I guess he's like a maker of crates. He must be like a high-end crate manufacturer.
Iris just kind of goes, what do you have to do with Proudmane?
Oh, that was just really early on, like back at the carnival. Hang on, let me just think through my mind and not look at any notes that I've taken. Proudmane? Come on.
He's thinking, you could tell.
You can tell by the giant vein in my head.
How's this thing? It gets really quiet and.
I honestly, Dylan, it's so lost in my. Oh yeah, beyond. I was told the phrase. I remember it exactly, verbatim. Beyond the mirrors, there's someone you might want to meet. Goes by the name Proudmane. So I don't know what that means. A merry-go-round unicorn told me that.
A unicorn?
Like a fake one.
You talked to a unicorn?
Like a fake one, yeah.
There's no such
On
thing
a
as
merry-go-round.
There's no such thing as a fake unicorn.
It was like a statue of a unicorn that was used for my amusement.
It was before we came over to the Feywild.
It wasn't in the Feywild.
No, but what I'm saying is there's no such thing as a fake unicorn.
Okay, then it was an image of a horse that was rendered with a horn on it.
Did the unicorn tell you something about your future or your past?
It said I should meet someone named Proudmane, and
you spoke to a fucking unicorn.
I think I've given you like misinformation. I was on like a fun machine that's designed for amusement, and there was a rendering that looks like a unicorn but isn't a unicorn. I think I overhyped the unicorn thing.
What would that mean if it was a unicorn?
Yeah, it sounds like you're really into unicorns, Iris, or like unicorns are special.
Well, there's not many left, and they're very powerful. They can tell the future, they can tell the past, they can answer questions, answer riddles. They're like oracles. They're insanely powerful. There used to be two here, but
do you think finding a unicorn would help get your shadows back?
Well, yes, of course, finding a unicorn would help get our shadows
Or-
back.
So,
Do you think Proudmane's a unicorn? Unicorns have manes, right?
No, I know who Proudmane is. That's what
Who-
I was asking a whole different thing about that.
Who's Proudmane?
He's a right bastard. He's a distillery owner. He makes liquid courage and
Zara
exports it.
starts to feel bad because she didn't realize that Proudman was tied to Marty's entire backstory.
Sorry.
She pulls out, well, because she wasn't there with the unicorn. She was off
No, you definitely
doing
weren't.
something. She takes out one of the bottles of liquid courage, pretending she just found it, and she's like, "Oh, hey, Golzog, I found it."
Make a deception.
What's this?
Check. Make a deception check.
Can I help?
What? No, you don't know that she's lying either.
16.
16. Okay. Everyone, what's everyone's passive insight?
My passive insight.
18.
13.
I'm
16.
mostly trying to only deceive.
Right. What's yours, John?
16.
16. Okay. Rightfully, Marabella, Tone, you know that she's lying.
Mhm.
Golzog, she just found that.
Oh my god. By Grumpsh's eye!
What luck! Oh man, you always hear of the luck of halflings.
This says Proudmane on it.
Yep, here you go.
And Iris just said that Proudmane is a distillery owner, and it looks like it was distilled. Oh, my whole family made so much fun of me for learning how to read. But I can tell this says Proudmane, right?
Yes.
Oh, do you want this? Can I hang on to this?
You should keep it.
Okay, because it might be a clue. So, I don't know. At some point, I'm going to find this Proudmane person. Iris, did you say everything you know about? What kind of creature is Proudmane?
Well, he's a lion.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like the animal?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, like a lion, like how I'm, like how rabbits are rabbits and I'm a heron. He's a,
Okay, so he's
a
like a lion guy.
yes.
And I'm a turtle. I'm a turtle,
right. No, it's a turtle.
not a turtle.
Yes, he's a yes, he's a leonin, but he's a lion. He
All right.
liquid
All right, so-
and she just goes like, I didn't know you had liquid courage is very rare and expensive. He has one of the only. There are some Fae that have minions, people who can go outside of Prismere. Very rare, very powerful, very sought after. He doesn't just ship it around here. Liquid courage is shipped outside of the Feywild, out into the real world, or your world, whatever you want to call it, out into that world. He ships it out for powerful deals, bargains, to the Nine Hells, to the ethereal plane. It's very powerful.
What's it do?
It's what it says on the bottle. It's
Golzog looks again at the liquid courage.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Golzog.
No.
Can I
Dirty
just?
20.
Dirty
Ooh,
20.
wow.
It was almost a botch.
You look at it for a moment, and you almost feel woozy, like you're about to pass out, like you're about to, like there's something weirdly, like very odd happening while you look at this bottle.
Ooh.
But like from behind your eyes, there's like a heartbeat, like thum, thum, as you look at
Whoa.
this, and you feel like something is so familiar about this, like an odd sense of deja vu, like that you're holding something in your hand that you know already.
Oh, it's super weird. It's like I'm holding my dad's favorite skull or something. Like I've held it a bunch of times, but you just handed it to me. This is weird. Anyway, thank you, Zara. Zara, this is really huge for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate how you found it and immediately handed it to me. Thank you.
Yes.
Cannot thank you enough.
Yeah, no problem. Just, you might think of it as owing me one.
Sure. I that'll manifest as I'll save your life at the first opportunity I can.
Great. Thanks, bud.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, Iris just kind of goes, you are all way more involved in this world than I thought you might be. It's Proudmane is a very dangerous being.
Okay. What do you mean dangerous?
Like
he'll kill you?
Yeah, that's he'll
all right.
kill you.
Well, he can fly now, so
That's true. Did you see?
Good
And
luck to
Golzog
Proudmane.
lifts off the ground for like a second with the boots, and then goes back down.
That will help. Yeah.
Cool. I look. Either way, this is secondary to finding your shadow. So, where do you think, Iris, would be a good place for us to head to next?
Well, I mean, it is secondary, but the thing is, because of dumbass Agadon, we actually did promise to help you find your lost things, and if your lost thing happens to be embroiled with fucking Proudmane, then this is becoming a bit of a problem.
Hey, I can tell you seem upset, and I would like to help, and maybe, if we take the focus off of my thing for a second and focus on your thing, we can move forward a little bit.
I'm looking for me wallet.
Yeah, and Mirabella's what? We could look for that.
Look, I think most of what we need is on the other side of Tither.
That's what I'm hearing too.
I'm looking for the Queen of Glass. We're looking for some
What's your
rabbit
team
friends.
you're looking for, Zara?
Well, I'm trying to talk to the Queen of Glass. Was the last person that was it, and she won. So I need a win.
Oh yeah, that's your whole thing. What's that
Yeah.
about?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. So I say we head over. We can
that's-
just like stabby
that's what
our way
you-
through.
That's what you lost at the carnival?
I didn't
the
lose
first
anything
time
at
you
the
went?
carnival. I'm just this weird cat is
No,
harassing.
you have to have lost something.
You've got to have lost something. That's why we're all...
I don't know. Bad luck, I guess.
Can I roll an insight check on Zara?
Yeah, I did the same.
Sure.
$19.
15? Better.
Now, Zara, do you think that this would be something that you are is this a persuasion check or a deception? Well, I mean that's up to you. Yeah. You text me and then just roll a dice and say a number. roll a dice, say a number, and text me what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Cool. You all look directly at Zara, and you're trying to insight, either beyond, does Zara believe this? Do I believe this? and you're looking at Zara, and without a shadow of a doubt, you know that Zara wasn't lying. Or isn't lying when she says this to you. She, at least to you, believes she hasn't lost a single thing.
Weird.
And you can't, and while you're looking at her, you can't really grasp onto the idea that you for certain know what she's lost either. Like, you're just, obviously you all reasonably can believe, like, well, you must have. Like, you must have, right? But as you're looking at her, you're like, I can't, like, she is not, yeah, like, I'm not feeling played by this. I just feel
like she didn't lose anything, or at least she is sure she didn't lose anything.
At least she believes it.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me? Stop looking at me.
Yes, madam. And Golzog immediately looks at the floor.
Does Tone recognize any like loss of memory in Zara?
Make an Arcana check or an Insight check.
What an interesting line of
Arcana would be a lower DC.
I'll do Arcana. Dropped it. 11. You don't discount it because you know that you have gaps in your memory. Mm-hmm.
You don't know if it's magic though, because I'll say this because this is like, like I said, it's lower DC for Arcana to give you something. And above a 10, we'll give you this of just like, actually give me an insight check, a free insight check on this one.
All right. Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're looking for like a magical memory loss thing. You're looking for memory loss. You're looking for, do I see signs? You don't see any signs, but you just think about a simple fact of life, which is that you forget things as you grow up. And when you're a kid, there are things that were important to you as a kid that you might forget. But that's you don't have any proof of that. It's just that, and there's nothing. It's just that might be a thing, but there's nothing to prove that at all.
Okay. Here's what I think. We all want to get to the Queen of Glass, right?
Yeah.
We either can leave back through the fog and we have no idea where we'll end up. We could go to this flying city, who is a neutral party, or option 2, 3, we have a lead with this TM. What we could do is see if we could manipulate him in some way to get him to help us across enemy lines.
What's manipulating?
It's tricking.
Oh, okay.
There's
That's
also
not a thing I'm
Already
familiar with.
stealed and murdered today, just do more things that heroes do. What were you going to say, Metabella?
Just we could do try to look for the ace of spades as well. I don't know if that might
That's
be
right, because you need to find them.
I'm just not great
Right.
at tricking. Orcs in the Broken Spine Canyon steal and murder all the time. I just have never tricked.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to judge.
No, it's okay. I'm down. I'll try it. I just am not that familiar.
Look, I think we have a long journey ahead of us to the Queen of Glass. if on the way we run into this TM, if we run into the Ace of Spades, who I agree would be a pretty cool ally if we could get him on our side because he's already mad at
Yes.
these guys. But
Right.
I say let's journey forward, and if life takes us there, then life takes us there.
But
What
the
do we
other
do with
half
our
of the
prisoner?
map.
What do we do
we
with
kill them.
our?
I say we kill them.
Oh, wait.
Okay, we have one per kill.
Marabella goes over with if she may, with the missive that you saw, Tone. The
Yeah.
message.
I'll hand it to. I'll claw it over to you.
Oh,
I have claws.
thanks. Who is this from? Excuse me, Mr. Four or Tree. Can't see it.
Slap him awake.
Excuse me.
He's a 4, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Four, man.
What do
Not
you
like
want? What do you
Who's
want,
this from?
savage? What?
Dis. And she's like holding the paper.
How did you find that? We hid it so well.
Jesus Christ. Yes, you did. It was very hard to find. Who wrote it?
Like I tell you.
Well, okay, because we were just deciding if we wanted to kill you quickly or if we wanted to disembody you and just leave you so you don't get put into reshuffling. We could just toss you back into it. Okay, who wrote it?
It was from the Queen. I don't know if she wrote it, but it was from the Queen of Hearts.
Interesting, from the Queen Hearts.
It was a direct missive to the deck.
Okay.
Who is she talking?
Wasn't it like we will destroy like
It is
like from the high?
we'll take it high and the walls will start crumbling down. His story will fall.
His story will fall.
I think it was their story.
Their story.
Their
Yeah.
story will fall. Okay.
Can
Like
I- Go ahead. Yours is more important.
like a general motivational thing for you guys?
Yeah, sure. It was just a pick-me-up. That's all it was.
I don't even
Insight.
think I really need to roll a deception check.
All right, Dylan.
Uh-huh.
In the movie Triple R, a guy like ties another guy up in a way where he's like, "It's gonna take you all day to untie these knots." Do I know how to tie a knot like that? Where like if we leave him tied up that way, he'll eventually get free and go home or whatever, but it's gonna take him like 6 hours, 12 hours.
Make a survival check.
Also, after he says that, I'd like to say, okay, so we'll start with your fingers. Each one will just take off one by one. Then your left hand.
Make an
first, then
intimidation
your
check
right
with
hand.
advantage.
My survival check is a dirty 20.
Yeah, you know how to do that.
All right, great. I'm gonna just, hey guys, real quick, and tell him, yeah, I know how to tie him up in a way where it'll take him like, to untie himself, it'll take like 10, 12 hours.
But here's the
19.
thing. Sorry.
No worries.
I was lying. It's not that. The Queen is really dramatic AF. And she really over exaggerates, and it took us like all day for us to even understand what she meant, so we had to figure it out. But basically it says, we don't know all the details, but it has something to do with crashing stuff into the Queen of Glass. We think it has to do with crashing the flying city.
No.
Well, that's interesting. Gosh,
I pull everyone aside and kind of whisper, look, I know I'm maybe the only one who's pro murder, but like at the same time, this guy, like we're trying to sneak through this enemy territory, and if this
he's
guy
a
gets
mess.
free, he's gonna like let his friends know that we're here.
Yeah,
And he knows exactly what we look like, what we asked about. He's a complete
can't
liability at this
just-
point.
Kill a guy though, like
We killed the 3 other ones.
I was in
because they were
self-defense.
attacking us. He's all tied up.
He was attacking us.
What if we untie him and see if he attacks
He would
us?
continue to attack us poorly. We might take a couple.
Why don't we shove
Points.
him into the mist? At least then he's not dead. Like, we don't kill him, and he can't.
Iris, can you get through without a passport?
No.
Hey.
It probably would. He's probably be lost.
Can I ask
whatever.
something? Iris.
That sounds worse than
Well,
death.
he'd probably be lost, or he would go to. He might end up at the doldrums, or I mean, the here and there. Yes.
Iris?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What plan do you like?
Here's the thing. This war has gone on for ages, and while I don't know exactly how many 4s and 3s have done it, it is a cycle of killing and death that has happened over and over again. So, I've never seen many sympathize with cards this much. I am loath to kind of agree with Zara.
That's what I was gonna say.
But
I think that's something that you could find common ground on.
Yeah,
is you and Zara both want to kill this guy?
I will unzip you. But
She's talking about me. Unzip me.
Yeah.
Golzog's gonna shut up immediately.
Wait. Can I pull everybody aside again?
You're already aside.
All right. Hey,
you
all right,
pull
all
the
right.
huddle further away from.
Further away?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's my idea. I don't know how all the cards are, but this card seems pretty dumb. So what if we make it clear that we're going? We trick him into thinking that we're going in one direction, and then we go in the opposite direction, and we leave him here tied up, so that if any of his friends come back, and I'm sure eventually they will, they'll go in the opposite direction, because he seems to be a couple of cards short of a dick. Bad pun, but
Counterpoint.
We
There's
kill him?
already a very, very tenuous agreement between us and Iris, and the one thing we agree on, we're about to not do it.
Okay, kill him. I'm team.
All right,
I'm
you
know
pro
what?
team before I am pro team. Okay.
I'm okay with killing this guy if Zara, you're willing to make an effort with Iris. And Iris, same to you. You guys got to try to get along a little bit.
We did.
You
We
guys should
did
kill him
that.
together.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about beyond killing this guy.
Well, how about the thing we do together is kill him?
Yes,
Oh
and then
God.
if we run into trouble in the future, you guys got to watch each other's backs.
I've already
Right.
done that
Okay,
You have.
with the big.
not taking that
stone
much convincing for me. I vote kill this guy.
mermaid.
Yeah, I
All
just
right.
want to
Roll.
point out. I would very much like to point out this, and maybe this is going to be rehashing some things, but I really do hope that you all had this much to say to Zara about when Zara killed my friends. All right.
There wasn't much to say because we were sort of in the middle of battle, and your
I
friends
would
were.
really no, but because I didn't hear a lot of scolding over the killing of my friends, but there's one little card who is crying a little bit too hard for you all, and you've all gotten soft, but you all saw Zara go absolutely crazy on my friends, and there was not a word. I didn't hear any scolding or
Your friends went
anything.
crazy on me. You weren't there.
They threw
Hey.
nets.
Zara's got a Zara.
Hey, there was a lot going on.
Okay.
I missed it.
While they're arguing, can I go to that before I assume kill him and head out? But can I go to that? Can I go to that crate Can I go to that crate where we found they found all of those lion's manes potions? Are there any?
No use, man. I checked it all.
Yeah, he
Right.
broke it into two.
Are there any extra? Are there like any stray like empty bottles?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, that's it. I'm ready to go. What are we doing? Rip them apart, rip it in half, burn them alive? What's our?
I mean, a nice quick one that I think I can do is a little dark for this campaign, but I could just do a quick neck snap.
There's no neck to snap.
Okay, then I don't know what to rip him in half. He's a card.
Because it's just out of
Change my alignment really quick. Keep going.
out of mercy, while we're in the middle of talking, just so this card doesn't suspect a thing, I just like whip a dagger at him.
Yeah, making it. Yeah, we don't even have to roll. You just whip a dagger, with sneak attack because they were at like 1. It just like goes.
Oh, cool! I was gonna ask how best to most humanely do this, but that works fine. I was gonna suggest that maybe I fly him up and drop him because I can fly.
Oh my God, God!
What?
That's crazy. What you said was
screaming in
insane.
fear.
What you said was crazy.
I just wanted to use the power to fly.
I'm the killer.
I was just excited to fly.
You take a long look in the mirror, young man.
Okay,
Yes.
Golzog is
Listen.
gonna immediately look for the most reflective service possible.
I think I have a meter on this coat, but I don't want to waste it. We're the bad guys.
Oh God!
We're the bad guys, right?
All right.
Oh, we're the bad guys?
No. Iris just goes like, all right, look. All right. There's one thing that because you all don't really know so much about war, all right? And especially the war here, is that really, as much as I hate them because they just didn't choose a side, truth is, if you're down here long enough, the fact is, there is no side. It's all bad. It just keeps going and going and going, and it doesn't even feel like either side wants it to end. So, the great reshuffling will happen or it won't, and they'll be back. And
Well, I don't want this city in the sky to fall, because I'd like to kind of see it.
What? City in
I don't want
Sky's gonna
this-
fall?
That's what these shards of paper said a couple of moments ago.
It does sound pretty cool. I've never heard of a city, but the description sounds very cool. After hearing it,
I'm kind of getting
and then one
weird.
that flies is even cooler.
I'm kind of getting a weird vibe. I think we should get out of here. I just feel a little.
Yeah, the
icky.
whole place stinks of death.
Right.
Also dead.
Let's.
And you all start making your way towards a direction as you're going to keep discussing where to go next. And we're going to go to break. We'll be back in about 6 or 8 minutes. Have fun, get some snacks and some drink, and stretch your legs. And we'll see you in a second. Goodbye for now.
12.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry that we're a little bit late on the break. I'll be completely honest. We got caught up talking about Tears of the Kingdom like everyone else on this goddamn website. As you should. As we all should.
I've heard it's really good.
It is really good. So, let us go over to the map for a second to get our bearings on where we are in this world. This line, as we so beautifully drew the last time, dictates basically the territories of where the House of Cards kind of has their domain, and the House of Glass has their domain. Obviously, the neutral party, the Sky City, which the name hasn't been said yet, but it's there, is above and doesn't really fall into that jurisdiction. But because of a stellar luck roll by one Jasmine, you all are all the way down here at like the very bottom of in the House of Cards territory, which you were told explicitly, basically, they don't have many friends in the House of Cards, or it's just, mostly it's just that they're more hostile to outsiders, where the House of Glass may be like, oh, who are you? Let's talk this out. Let's see what's going on. The House of Cards is more, die intruders, as you saw.
Also, if we've heard anything about the Queen of Cards, is she's a major sea bag.
Yes. She doesn't sound great. You haven't heard, but again, it's an interesting thing because you keep hearing that, but it is important to remember that the one who's actually the ruler, technically, of the entirety of this area is the Queen of Glass.
Even of the Queen of Hearts part?
Yeah, I mean, it's odd, technically, but yes, there's a war going on. Yeah.
Well, that's weird, isn't it?
It is weird. That is a weird thing.
The more I think about it, the more cool I think it would be to align ourselves or try to convince this artificer to armor and weaponize these Harengen with a bunch of fucking badass weaponry.
Look, either way,
against the
DM.
Huh? And Tone said that to all of you in a perfect Scottish accent. But go ahead.
Sorry. You talking about TM? This TM person?
Yes.
I think this TM person is probably our best bet to go to next, because the Queen of Glass is on one side, Queen of Hearts is on this other side. This TM person seems like a free agent, and maybe we can get a foothold one way or the other. And also, getting a bunch of new weapons doesn't sound bad.
Isn't TM the Queen's artificer?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it's a very neutral party.
I mean, we don't know if they're doing it willingly. Sorry.
I'm just going to say, you're making quite a lot of assumptions after not living here at all.
I think what I'm really doing is picking somewhere to go after not listening super closely.
Great. So my thing is this. I don't think it's rightly a bad idea, because either way, whatever their plans are, if it has to do with Fable Rise, or if it has to do with their weaponry, getting to the artificer is always a good idea to try to figure out what's going on. But I feel like when I said to you all, I don't know where the workshop is, you all thought to yourselves, oh, yeah, you do.
Oh, I think I have an idea of how to possibly find out. Maybe.
We probably should have asked the card before we killed him, but
Well, let's ask him now. Oh, wait.
Well, we did ask him, I thought, but he just didn't know. But we know what the crates look like, right? So maybe well, not the lion's mane crates, but maybe we could find a main road, and if say if anyone is coming down it, and either
Right.
hijack
Should we
where they're coming from. Go ahead.
should we maybe make our way to the floating city and along the way be looking out for signs for TM? And where he might be? Mr. Trademark.
Well,
It's a
so
good idea too.
it is
But
possible.
we could also warn the city that they're, going to be attacked by the Queen of Heart.
Yeah, do you have the missive about that?
Oh,
I'll hand it back to you, Tone. You've got so many pockets now.
Because if we're able to... The only problem with Fable Rise is just that they don't...
Fable Rise.
Yeah, the city, Fable Rise. They just don't like to interfere or do anything, and it will take... They're just... Honestly, they're just very annoying. And also, once you're there, so I've heard, they kind of don't like to let you leave, because it's supposedly this really great place and all, but once you're there, they think that it might be a problem if you leave, like you might be a liability. The people who've gotten out. So it's not a bad idea. Obviously, if we're able to go up to Fable Rise, we might get an aerial view of the entire plane. Things have shifted, places where people are. We might be able to see something from up there. But I'm just saying, there is a risk to it, but it's not a bad idea. Yes,
real quick question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is Sierra the snail with us? I forgot if she went with Jasmine or not. I went with Natasha or not.
No, Sierra. I think I might have had Sierra with you all in the battle, but Sierra will be. Sierra's with you. Sierra's with you. Obviously, none of you were talking with Sierra, but Sierra's with you.
Can I place a hand on Sierra to try to see what she thinks?
Make an animal handling check.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I'll let him do that.
21.
21. Obviously you have no ability to sense what animals are thinking, and you don't have
What do
the
you
ability to
think,
talk to them.
gentle spirit?
But Sierra, one, lets you do it in
Great.
lieu of Griselda not being there. And with a 21, you see Sierra look up towards the sky, and you almost make an insight check with advantage on a 21.
Cool. $17.
Golzog's rolling hot.
You're pretty certain, with no proof, but just with your sheer idea of what's happening. You touched Sierra, and Sierra looked to the sky. You're like, oh. Sierra wants to fly. Sierra is a snail and has never been up in the air.
That's what I thought. Guys, Sierra wants to fly. She wants to be able to make it into the sky. Hey, listen, bud. And Golzog slaps a hand onto her slimy neck.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I can carry you up there myself. But we're going to find a way one of these days to make it happen.
I have an idea that might... it's a lead. Can I look at the suit again?
Mm-hmm.
Like the armor suit, the mech suit?
Yeah, the armor suit. What is it made out of? Can I tell what it's made out of? And can Iris, or can I tell what it's made out of?
So yeah, you're able to tell that it's made out of. It's very clearly. Make an investigation or arcana check.
Right. Okay, 21.
21. Which one was it?
Arcana.
Arcana. So it's very clearly like magitech. It is like magic imbued into metal. And it's very like iron and steel and tin, different metals, kind of an amalgam.
So great, right? So maybe wouldn't the workshop be somewhere near where there are a lot of these resources, especially if they break down or TM has to build new ones? So like, Iris, do you know if there are any mountains or hills in this region that could be great sources of these materials?
Well, I mean, potentially, but you have to understand something. I'm deep behind enemy lines at the moment. I've never been this far beneath it. Wherever we're going, I have to assume that it's going to be very heavily guarded. Not like what we just came from. She's going to do a quick like survival check. Because also you have to know, you're like in heavily wooded area. She kind of has an idea of where she is, but it's kind of also hard to tell exactly. Like I can tell you where you are.
Can she carry Iris up? Can Golzog carry Iris up and help her look around above the tree?
Iris or Sierra? Sorry.
Well, not me. I'm pretty heavy. Although you're strong.
Iris.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he was talking about
Iris.
Yeah, Iris, can I lift you? I'm happy to carry you up into the sky and look around.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Great, Golzog is gonna grab her and fly up into the air.
Okay, you do that. She's gonna make how far up are you going? Like past the tree line?
Yeah, like a good, right before, you know how when you're in a plane, you get above the clouds and it's just clouds below you? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get 100 feet below that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So high in the sky.
You make a perception check as well. She's gonna make a survival check. Okay.
Oh god, fucking damn it.
Okay, what'd you get?
Perception is 6.
Okay, 6. Iris gets a 17. Iris is looking around. Oh shit, that's where we are. Huh. Okay, bring me down.
Okay, Golzog is gonna fly back down.
Okay.
And safely deposit her on the ground after a fast descent.
Okay, so and she'll bring out her map and basically tell you exactly where you are now, for sure. I know you have all known, but now your characters for sure know where you are.
You guys, this is awesome. I've never seen the world from such a perspective before. We're kind of all just everything is much smaller and less significant than I thought. It's really incredible, the perspective that you get from flying out above the clouds.
You should paint. You should paint it. You should paint.
That's an incredible idea.
Well, if you like that, you might like Fable Rise. It's apparently the views are wonderful. So here's the thing. We are very, very deep into the House of Cards territory. We are basically at the very tail end of it, which might mean we are actually closer. We may be closer to the Queen's Castle than we even know. All I do know is that we are close to Nib's Cave. Now,
Is that actually? I should ask this out of character. Is that this Nib's Cave?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
She'll point it out on the map. We're close
Yeah.
to Nib's Cave. Now, the thing that's interesting about Nib's Cave is that Nib is a interesting fella. Spins things out of gold. But you'd think that with that knowledge that there would be gold being used in any of these. But there's no gold to be found in any of these machines. So I don't know if he has anything to do with it. So I don't know what that means. We could go talk to him about it. The only other thing, now that you mention it, because it's so heavily wooded, it could be from anywhere. They could be also shipping things back and forth. And he goes, sadly, there are two other places I could think of where this would be happening. It could be happening down by very close to the border, at the lighthouse, which is this stone outcropping here. Or it could be close to the Wayward Pool around here. But those are very far away from us right now.
Well,
No,
either or we've got to be walking north anyway, right?
Right, and those are just if you're right. But I think that you might be right about that. That if he's going to have a workshop, it's got to be the workshop's probably not moving. So it's probably
That's a
one of
great
those
point,
places.
Marabella. I can't conceive of us going anywhere other than north from here right now, based on what we know.
And also,
If we're sorry,
keep
go ahead.
going. No,
If
what
we're
were you
close
saying?
to Nib's Cave, we probably can go there without encountering any more cards.
Well, potentially, it may be that Nib is just so outside of their focus that they don't even care about it.
But let's just go do something. I'm getting stir crazy.
Okay, what you want to do? We can go to see Nib if you want. We could try.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like the closest thing.
He's close. I say we go.
Yeah, let's go see Nib.
Okay. As you guys are making your way there, are you moving stealthy?
Yes.
Or are you just okay?
Well,
Yeah, why not?
I say yes.
I
Yeah.
say let's do stealth.
Right, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need everyone to make a stealth check.
Okay.
21. You're over to 19. That's pretty damn good.
Dirty 20?
Also, dirty 20. I've been real dirty with all my
Wow.
20s this
16.
session.
That's why we call him Dirty Marty.
That is why. Everybody down at my local watering hole calls me Dirty Marty.
It's starting to get
Not because
later.
you never shower. It's because of your twins.
Why would it be because I never shower? Because I do shower a lot.
It's starting to get later in the evening, and this is the first time that you've felt it because, again, it was always twilight hour in Hither. Here, there is like an actual passage of time, and it's actually like getting to be night. Now it's actually getting to be dark, and you're walking and it almost feels nice to finally have it be simple, normal. You get to oh, that's why. You just cut out. You find yourself walking. Everyone make a perception check.
Oh, god damn it. This is very keeping with what we're seeing as my character. 6.
12.
27.
Oh, thank God for you, Zara.
18.
So it's only about, like, honestly, like a few miles of a hike from where you are. As Iris thinks she's guiding you in the right direction for what she saw up in the air. And Zara, you hear it first. Just this one lone voice, like beyond the tree line. No. You should take me on. No. No. Okay. Look. I have all this. No. Come on. Look, I'm more powerful than you could possibly imagine. No. This will make me more powerful than you could possibly imagine. No. Shit. No. And you see it instantly. You see this glint of pearlescent white and an 8 of diamonds just flashing in the woods as this card is just pacing back and forth in this like suit of armor that is much more like much seemingly a little bit more tougher looking than the ones that you encountered, but seems to be alone. And with a 27 you had, right? Very clearly alone and talking to himself over and over again, just almost trying to hype himself up a little bit. You see him getting close to the cave, but just like almost outside of it.
Can I roll an insight check on the vibes? Like, is he scared? Is
Vibe check.
Anything?
Yeah, make an insight check.
18.
18. Okay. 18. Insight check. So, doesn't seem scared. Seems like he's hyping himself up. Seems like he is practicing like a speech over and over, but is clearly dumb. You know?
Is he trying to convince someone with this speech? Like,
he's talking
like,
to no one. He's talking to no one.
Like the vibe, like
the vibes.
Yeah, the type of speech. Is he like trying to convince someone? Like, is he like trying to get a promotion or like trying to?
It sounds like he's exactly trying to get a promotion.
I see. Okay. I turned to the group. I don't know if you guys saw, but over there is, I think, the 8 that the 3 and the 4s were talking about, and he's clearly hyping himself up to try to like talk to someone and convince them to like make him more important than he actually is. I can sneak up on him and
Like, do the motion you just did. Okay. Okay.
Well, he might know more about trademark. If he's
Yeah,
higher
should we
up the chain of command.
if that's even the 2 words that TM stands for.
It's definitely trademark.
I think it
This
might
guy.
be Toad Mirabella.
That was my grandfather.
I wish I could say I wish I could say that you're wrong, but I actually don't know what it stands for. So
It could stand for Taint Machine.
Paint machine?
Yeah, it could stand for literally any word that starts with T and any other word that starts with N.
That's
I've never
totally
seen-
moronic.
Yeah, it could stand for totally moronic. Zara, is there any way you could, like, get a knife to his throat but not kill him, and then we could ask him a bunch of questions?
A test for Zara.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, the crucial part for this, like, strategy would be, like, remember, don't kill him. That'll be
If
the
you want
hardest part.
Information.
Got it.
I'm assuming 4 of us can take out. No, 5 of us can take out an 8. If
Yeah,
you
we'll
know.
all jump out right after you get to him. But, like, let's all get in position, and then Zara will get him, and then we'll ask him a bunch of questions.
I mean, an 8 can be powerful, but alone, yeah, we're fine.
Okay, cool.
All right, I can. I'll sneak around him and see if I can get a knife to his throat.
Okay, make a stealth check.
That is a 25.
oh, Zara, good luck. Can I guidance her? Is it too late?
You don't need to.
Okay. Well, for like the
You
future, she doesn't have to use the
you
knife.
can if you want to.
Beep boop.
Yeah, remember, Zara, no killing. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that. And then I walk off.
Do you do it mimicking her accent?
Yeah, I can do that.
What, is it supposed to be me?
That's supposed to be you.
So this card is like sitting on a rock, and you see that you're kind of close to the cave, which has this weird golden glow to it. It's like, no, you have to understand, Jack. Jack, you have to understand. Like, I'm an 8. I shouldn't be with 3s and 4s. I'm like babysitting over there. No, come on. Come on, let me in. Let me into the club, and we will go and we'll take Nib's cave for ourselves, man. Who cares? Who cares about the warding? We're no. I shouldn't make him sound. I should make him sound like I shouldn't make him sound stupid, because it's like, no. It's like, okay, so Jack, here's what we should do, right? I'm an 8. I should be up with you guys, right? I should be up with you guys. I'm babysitting those 3s and 4s. I had a stellar idea. We should go take Nib's cave. No one's ever tried it before, right? Well, yeah, sure, we've tried it before, but if we try it again this time, I'm sure it'll work. Man. Why won't anyone take me seriously? Huh. I miss my brothers and sisters so much. What are you doing?
All of that is out loud.
I wait for that, and I use my stealth, and then I put my knife up to him. No one takes you seriously because the one job you had was babysitting your 3s and 4s, and they're dead because we fucking killed them.
Whoa! You have a surprise round before we get to initiative. What are you doing?
So he's not like the knife to his like throat again. I don't think he has a throat, but the knife to him is not. He's not backing down. He's like,
well, like, no. I mean, he won't back down instantly. He'll try to do something if you.
Okay, I go for his. I just like stab him, but not lethally.
Yeah, you can say non-lethal damage. You can just say that. Okay, roll an attack.
Non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Roll an attack with advantage because he is surprised.
Okay. Ooh.
And is it like behind him like this? Like, is he grappled?
No, that would be an actual check.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't have any strength, so I don't think I can do that. 25.
25 hits, roll damage.
And I will sneak attack this, even though it's not lethal.
You can sneak
Yeah,
attack
go ahead, do a
non-lethal.
bunch of damage.
Why not?
This is
Let
a
him know
thing
we
in D&D.
need-
As long as you say non-lethal, it will be non-lethal.
18 damage.
Okay, 18 damage.
Amazing. Just do as much damage as possible as long as it doesn't kill him.
Still up. Again, roll initiative for me.
Okay. Can I use my second attack, or is that not part of the...
Is that everybody?
Oh,
roll an
your-
initiative?
Roll your second attack.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if I needed it, so I was gonna hold.
Oh, you
but-
need it.
Okay. Okay, that is a 22.
22 hits, roll damage.
10.
10 damage. Okay, still up. Everyone roll initiative. We don't need a map for this one, but everyone roll initiative.
Oh, hilarious.
And just let me know.
11.
13.
16.
14?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so it was Golzog 11, Marabella,
16.
Tone was
13.
13. Okay. What'd you get, Jasmine?
14?
14. Okay. So, Marabella, you're all popping out of the brush. Marabella, you're up.
Okay.
Zara is just like right on the 8, and the 8's just like, whoa, heathens!
Feel like we should just get him tied up then. I'll go ahead and slap a Toll of the Dead at him, so he has to make a Wisdom save, DC 16. Actually, 17. Actually,
He fails.
Okay,
He
great.
fails very hard.
Okay. So he takes 1d12 necrotic damage, 7 necrotic damage.
Okay. Seven necrotic damage. Great.
Mhm.
Anything else?
I'll say like, throw down your weapons if you don't know what's good for you.
Oh, I know what's good for me. You dying a painful death.
Okay, yeah, so we'll have to do it. All right.
Okay, up next is Tone.
What's his suit?
So the other suits were kind of like very bare bones.
No,
His suit-
I'm
Oh, what? Oh, his
like,
suit,
is he
he's
diamond? He's a diamond?
He's a diamond. He's a native diamond. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
got a
soup.
He's on a rock. Is he sitting on a rock?
Yeah, he was sitting on a rock like moping, and he got like stabbed a couple times.
Is he still on top of the rock, or
Yeah,
is
he
near the rock?
he hasn't moved at all.
Okay. Could I, in front of him, use what I'd like to try to do is use mold earth to make a big image, like a 5-foot image of like a jack of diamond to
Okay.
appear in the earth in front of him.
Okay. What are you attempting to do with this? What is your
And then-
intention?
And then and I want to yell at him as I do that and say We came from the Jack. We came from Jack. Submit and put down your weapon.
Make a deception or intimidation check.
I say this with the
Okay. It's not great. I'm not good at deception. I should stop doing this.
It's fun.
18. No bonus.
18. Is this a test?
Yes. Yes.
Testing what? What am I supposed to do? But if
Your loyalty.
But if it's
Your loyalty to the club.
But if it's loyalty, then shouldn't I fight back?
Wouldn't you be able to see your friends when they're right in front of you?
What? Golzog,
Yes.
you're up.
Okay, great. Golzog is going to run up to the guy and kick him. I mean, I know he's a card, but I'm going to kick him right where his nards would be. I'm going for non-lethal damage.
Yep. Roll your attacks.
Non-lethal nards.
All right, that's a botch for the first one.
Oh, Marty.
I'm not rolling good.
You
you're
were.
You're fine.
Okay,
It's
great.
just a miss.
I'm going to go again. Same deal.
Yep.
And that's going to be a 22.
22 hits. Roll damage.
You were just confused by like the card anatomy at first.
5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage.
And then it
Now bloody.
is it a free action to check with the guy verbally, like, you want to tell us some information?
Yeah, you can always talk as a free action.
Yeah, Golzog's gonna be like, what are we trying to find out, guys? I'm sorry. Nib's Cave? Is that
Where
what we're doing?
TM is. Yeah.
Where's TM?
What? This is a test of loyalty. I'll never tell.
Golzog punches him in the face. Unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay, roll an attack.
Going for non-lethal damage.
You don't. I get it.
I know. 8 damage.
Okay. 8 damage. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Sorry, I think I skipped you, Zara. I'm pretty sure I skipped you. I'm pretty sure you were supposed to go earlier, but you're going here now.
I will attack non-lethally.
Okay, do so.
That's gonna be a 21.
21, and yeah, and you have allies around him, and even if you didn't, so you're getting a sneak attack if you want.
And that'll be I can do math. I'm sorry. 23.
23 points of Jesus Christ.
Wow.
You still up?
Yeah, barely.
Okay, I'll go again.
Right? Yeah.
Dirty 20.
23. That hits. Roll damage. 23. 7.
8 damage. Is he still up?
Yeah.
Was it 9?
Yeah. It's now Iris's turn. Yeah, it's now Iris's turn. Iris is gonna just, like, backhand him. And Iris gets the credit. Iris is
Oh
gonna
man,
backhand him.
that sucks.
But I will say this, all of you did collectively 80, which is, you might be sensing a pattern here, 80 points of damage in one round.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
In one round, you did 80 points of damage to this guy.
Holy
Amazing.
shit.
Which
This
was
eight never had a chance.
which was his HP. As you can see, they get a lot hardier as they go up. But you did it. And just backhands him for you needed 9 exactly. And he just goes like, say I am loyal. Unconscious.
Alright, time up.
I don't want you to get the wrong idea. If we ever encounter like an actual hand of cards at the higher level, or any of them that are like actually good at this, we could be in danger. So don't ever let your guard.
Right.
No, seriously, don't let your guard down. No.
Sure, yeah.
I would never, Iris.
Are you telling us to not show our hand?
I don't know. I don't have in my vocabulary.
Iris just goes like, honestly, high five for that one.
Oh, thank you.
That one I liked. I don't know why I liked that one and not every other one, but that one was good.
I don't like to feel stupid, and that feels like that's a weird, like, play on words or something that I don't get.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Made me feel uncomfortable.
Didn't that card mention something about a warding around Neb's cave?
Yeah,
and where are we gonna
out
go?
Loud too.
And where are we gonna go? Check out Neb's cave.
Well, yeah, it's like it's right over there, and you like look over and see this like just like
Sure.
about a football field away, like just this glowing golden aura.
Wait, so hang on a minute. This guy was monologuing by himself to say, let's go to Nib's cave, which is right there. And he was
Let's
prepping a
find
speech
out.
to go tell someone to then go get them and come back here? That doesn't make sense.
Golzog is going to sit on top of the card and then pat him awake. Hey.
Make a medicine check for me.
I've got some healing potions. We could.
No fucking way.
All right. I said we'll put a little drop.
9 on the
Healing potions before we
medicine
kill
check.
him.
Technically, yeah. You like slap away. It's just like,
Hey. Who were you talking to just now?
myself.
Why were you talking to yourself?
I was practicing my speech.
What's your speech for?
Well, you know, to convince the Jacks, the Jacks to let me be, their fifth card, and their 4 of a kind, so that we could go and get Nib's cave.
Where are the Jacks?
Make a persuasion check.
13.
13. There. Whoa! I've come back to my senses. I'll never tell you anything, you liars,
Golzog.
you fiends.
Golzog slaps him in the face.
Oh!
Answer
That
the
hurt
question.
so good. No, I'll never. I'll die.
Okay.
Would you like to die slowly or quickly?
Oh my god.
I bet that would work on some 3s or 4s, but I'm made
It
of
did?
tougher stuff. I bet it did. Those idiots. I'm made of tougher stuff than that. I'm
All
an
right,
8.
well,
if you
guys,
didn't know.
This guy's an 8. I don't think we're getting anything out of him because he's so tough. So I say we just kill him.
I think that's a
Also,
good idea.
he's also only an 8, so he probably doesn't even know any useful information anyway. Those 3s and 4s were practically useless. This 8's probably just as stupid as them.
I mean,
Oh!
we already killed all the 3s and 4s
Oh!
that he's in charge of.
Make a
He had his chance to save himself.
either of you make a persuasion check, or one of you make it with advantage.
Okay,
You
what's
too.
your persuasion?
Mine's -1, so
Mine's +0.
Mine is +1.
We aren't the
All right,
most
it's-
charismatic bunch.
John, what's yours?
No, we're not.
Plus 0 plus 0.
Our
All right,
only,
so
Marty, you do it with
I
advantage.
can't believe it's me.
I think Griselda was our
face.
I think
7.
she is your face. She's
With
your face
advantage, with advantage, Marty.
Oh, with advantage. Excuse me. Thank
She's
you.
your face to all manner of creatures too.
12.
12.
Good God.
That is hilarious that we can't fucking carry a conversation without Natasha.
Yeah.
I'll roll for it. Oh, you think I haven't been trained in reverse psychology? I have been.
Okay, Zara, cut off his hand.
Okay, I cut off his hand.
Sorry, is this too awful? This is probably too bad.
No, we're
getting there.
heroes. Remember, we're heroes.
Look, I'm from
we're
a
the
very
heroes of
brutal
the story.
background that, like, technically,
That's true.
I haven't touched.
I don't know how
brutal
Tone feels about this.
He goes like, I bet you won't.
I do it.
I don't want to be here.
You do it, and almost the exact like Jamie Lannister, just like, oh, it's actually off.
Golzog clamps his hand down over the stump to stop the bleeding, just grips it real hard.
Whoa!
Hey.
Jesus Christ.
What were we gonna ask him? That's Marty
where's
asking, not Golzog.
TM?
Who
Where's
is TM?
Where's the person that you call TM? They're on all your weapons crates. Where are they?
Can I roll an insight? How close is he to breaking?
How's that go? He just goes. I'll tell you what you want to know.
Great.
Come here.
Start talking.
Come closer.
No,
Let
tell us.
me whisper this into your ear.
He's
No.
gonna bite
I'm
your
not
ear, or
doing
he's gonna
that.
spit on you,
Come
or bite your
closer.
ear, or something.
I'm not.
Hey, come closer though.
I cut off his other hand.
Golzog, get closer.
I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna walk away from this.
He just goes. No. Okay. Okay. Huh. It's fine. You're gonna die on the way anyway. If you want to know, he's over by the lighthouse. Last I checked.
Is he lying?
I checked the rose petal.
You take the rose petal?
Ooh,
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, the rose petal. A rose petal falls. And he was lying.
You're a liar. And I make for his other hand.
Oh, okay. I meant the wayward pool. I wasn't lying. I was joshing you.
I checked the road.
It doesn't. It was telling the truth.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Should we
Wait.
just conk him?
Wait.
Okay.
Can we ask him about the warding? What did he mean by? What did you mean by the warding on Nib's cave?
You really are a dumbass, aren't you?
Just kill him. Just cut off his fucking head. All right. I can't take this.
Broken John.
I can't take this.
I mean, you picked the best voice, Dylan, for us to not want to kill someone.
I'm gonna take. What do I have? I'm gonna take. I've got alchemist tools. I'm gonna take some tongs. What does this thing have? Teeth?
Oh my god.
Does this thing have teeth?
Yeah, they have teeth.
Great. I'm gonna
Jesus
take the alchemist tool and I'm gonna put it on his tooth and I'm gonna be like, I really am not gonna do all this again. I'm gonna ask you a question. If I don't get an answer, if a petal falls, I'm taking a tooth, and that's it. What's if the answer is it a clear response? I'm taking a tooth, and I'll what is the warding on the cave?
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
You went from I'm walking away
16.
from this to I'm put my tools in his
16.
mouth and I'm gonna torture him by removing.
16. All right, well, I just want, let's get down. If we're going to do it, let's fucking do it. If we're going to torture, let's really do it.
16. There's a moment where Tomas like turns in the chair, is just like,
Isn't Tomas just a tomato?
Oh, now you're awake? Now you'll do it? Now you're awake?
um,
I'll deal with this in a minute.
Golzog's eyes go wide at seeing Tomas move.
What is the warning?
Us cards can't go in there for some reason.
Rose.
What, like you just bump
Flower,
against an
rose.
invisible wall?
Is the rose intact?
The rose is intact.
You get spat back out, you bump against an
Okay.
invisible wall. What happens?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. We get into an invisible wall. We get bumped back out.
Okay. Can I conk him on the head and knock him out?
Sure.
Wait, what's the club?
Is there anything else you want to know before we
What's
talk
the
him out?
club?
Because I'm
Oh, good
really
point.
ready.
Golzog's holding his tree over his head. Anyone? Last looks on this guy.
What's the club? What's the club you were talking about?
The
about
club.
4 jacks.
The club is just 4 jacks that are cool.
Oh, that's
They're
it.
cool together. It's just a club.
Where are the 4 jacks?
Last I heard.
I pull pressure on the tooth.
Last I heard, they were over by the Fey Crossing, the Circle of Mushrooms.
Okay, is that it, everybody?
That's it.
What are the weakness of these suits?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Am I good to... Alright, I'm
Yeah,
gonna...
go
I
ahead.
don't.
Dylan, I'm conking
I know
him.
my alignment is not good. It's neutral. I'm back. I'm in neutral. I'm neutral now.
I'm gonna knock
Neutral
the guy
chaotic.
out.
Neutral
You-
evil.
Did you really change your alignment?
I mean, after all the
Well,
torture
well,
we've done between this
you don't-
adventure and
you
the last
don't-
adventure.
I will say, you don't have to do that, but I will say this. You do remember, or at least you don't have to remember this, you don't have to worry about it, but you do know that the Feywild does kind of work on like a karma system in some ways. And
I
we'll
didn't
see what
pull any
happens.
teeth.
I'm gonna knock
threatened.
this guy out and then look
Okay.
for a tree to climb and put him up in the tree.
Okay.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
I mean,
7 for conking.
Okay.
could let him go.
7 to hit. Make it with advantage, Marty.
Oh, excuse me. That's a 10. Sorry. I'll make it with advantage. 13.
13 still misses.
All right, great. Golzog is just going to grab him awake and climb the nearest tree.
You can fly.
Okay, yes,
I'll
thank you.
I can toll of the dead. I can
Where's the
toll of
nearest
the dead
tree?
him as he's going up.
You're
I think-
surrounded by trees.
Great. Golzog's just going to fly to the top of the tree, stick him in the tree, and go, "You never saw us," and then fly back down. He's at the top of the tree. It's going to take a while to climb down.
And
You
he's
can
tied
fly.
up. Can I toll of the dead him too to knock him out?
Sure,
Okay.
you do so. He's knocked
Hey,
out.
can we have a quick huddle, team?
Yeah. What is Iris's reaction to all this?
Iris, honestly, you can make an insight check if you want.
Okay. I mean,
How do we feel? Who are we as people? What's our vibe?
I think
Before
I'm
we
like,
do anything, what do we? What kind of message are we trying to put
look,
out?
this,
Yes,
insight.
16.
No,
15.
you can keep talking, and I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Look, I'm making this name up out of thin air, but I think I'm like a Nelson Mandela in relation to my people. Like, normally, when you see an enemy where I'm from, you kill them on sight and then take all their stuff. And
Okay.
we have been pretty good about, like, not killing them right away, talking to them, and then surmising that we have to kill them, so then we kill them.
Okay.
It's more mercy than I ever would have seen back home in the Broken Spine Canyon. I think we're, like, lawful good. If I were to, like, off the top of my head, make, like, a
Okay.
grid that's, like, lawful, neutral, and chaotic good, and then one for, like, another middle section that's like neutral, and then like an evil version of that. I'd say that we're like the best good there could be, because all I'm doing is hesitating to kill people.
Look, I'm not gonna stand here and say that I'm the most moral person in the entire world, but I've had to live to survive my entire life. And
Live to survive? What do you mean?
My entire life has been about surviving.
Okay.
So all I know is that I have to look out for myself, and if you don't come after me, I'll leave you alone. But if you come after me, I have to do everything I have to do to defend myself.
Okay, I
That's
get that.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Mogashnar code would dictate that if they attack us, we were supposed to kill them and put all their heads on spikes. And we haven't put a single head on the spike all day today.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Yes. This card wasn't attacking us. He was by himself.
But the
other card back where we were was not a threat anymore. I think I have to say personally, if I commit another war crime, I don't know how I'm gonna stand with this.
Excuse me, Tone.
So that's just what I'm at. I think I'm gonna have to step away if we get to another torture for an answer. I think there might be some more creative ways around the problem. Yes.
What's a war crime?
A war crime in my world is torture, well, there are prisoners of war, kidnapping, things like that.
Okay.
I mean, I know we needed to get an answer from this card that maybe death is not meaning. Not lasting
I'm
for them.
from a background where I didn't take a lot of part in this, but like,
sure,
one side would just wipe out the other, and then the other side would wipe out the first side, and then it would happen over and over again, just wiping each other out. And we haven't done that.
I get that.
I've actually found myself to have kind of a stomach for just talking to this guy, and maybe I throw an elbow in or whatever, but like. It hasn't been that barbaric to me.
Okay.
We did cut this man's hand off.
What did you say?
We did just cut his hand off.
Well, Zara did.
You told me to.
Yeah, you get it.
Look, I understand.
I'm just getting things off my shell. Okay, I'm good with what we did. Okay, go ahead.
I understand where you're coming from, and I will be more mindful next time.
Hey, Tone, I get what you're saying too, and honestly, I'm pushing down a lot of feelings as well. So I'm gonna also try to be more mindful.
Okay. I'm gonna see if there's a therapy patch on this cloak.
What's therapy?
That's another night. But I just I don't feel good about my actions today.
I think you're right.
You
been
probably
so
are
focused
right.
on what we're doing.
Look, I just have sort of started to come to the realization that I don't think I'm actually, cone of silence. I don't think I'm gonna get sucked off anytime soon.
Oh, okay.
And I need to, like, figure out a whole other thing. And being okay with fighting is, like, the first threshold I've crossed. But there's, like, some other layers to the Golzog onion. And I didn't expect there'd be more than one layer, I guess.
Right.
What did you say?
Well,
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Just processing. That's all.
So, yeah, I'll be more careful about how we deal with enemy guys. Did we kill him?
No.
You left him in a tree.
Oh, great.
How is this? I don't feel comfortable leaving any cards alive with our information. The fact that we are looking to
fair,
get to the other side. So I say...
We didn't say our names in front of him or anything.
Yeah, but he knows what we look like, and that we're here. He's gonna warn his friends, and he has apparently contacts, even though they probably don't like him, with this foursome of jacks. I say, look, this. If we run into enemies and they fight us, we defend ourselves appropriately. But I then don't think that we can hold any of them alive and then have it be okay with you. So I feel like then we just kill them in battle.
Self-defense is different than what we just did.
Totally, but here's the thing.
And again, we didn't.
By the way, who has his hand? Where's his hand?
I pick up his hand.
Can I say that? Can I have a spell called mending. Can I try to mend his hand back together, or is that
He's like 40 feet up in the sky.
I know.
I mean, technically, well,
He's a card?
He is a card. If you do it with a high medicine check, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
because
try
he's
to
a card.
climb.
You want me to go get him?
Would healing word definitely work to put the hand back?
No, I mean,
Mm.
it might help. I mean, this is like technically you need like regeneration for this to actually work in any other circumstance, but because it's a card, why not?
I will, out of, to show Tone that I am in his camp, will help him with this medicine check.
Okay. By the way, for your insight check on Iris is just kind of like, you see, at first, Iris is kind of like stifling laughter, seeing you all all of you deal with the fact that you are all like not perfect. I think Iris is like stoked on it. But then you can kind of see, what was your, it was 16, right?
15.
15, okay.
Or 16 if that's a better.
You then see Iris.
Yeah.
Iris comes from this world, which has been at war. Like, she was born into it. And you can sense that there's like a sadness that kind of creeps up behind her while watching you, and just kind of like checks out of the conversation. There's something else, but you can't quite put your finger on it. But she kind of goes silent while you're all just talking.
Okay.
Okay, Golzog,
Yeah.
would you please either go get the card and bring him back down, or bring his hand up there? One of the two things.
Okay. Golzog brings the hand up to the card that's in the tree. He's unconscious, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what you
Great.
said.
Okay. So then I'll cast mending and do a medicine check on
Good
that.
luck, Tone, and I'll guidance.
Okay. Do it with advantage.
So I have guidance too, so I can
add a d4.
All right, medicine's actually
If
pretty
you
good.
want.
So we'll see. Oh, I got a nat 20 and an 18.
You've
So-
got
Oh my
a
gosh,
20.
incredible.
You go to put the hand back on, and you just almost like a feeling of guilt, and almost, in your rage and anger at yourself and everything, you almost remember the fact that Tomas moved again for the first time. And what does that mean? And you just imagine that the hand is fine. And suddenly it is. And it's like it never happened. It did, but it's like it never did.
Right. Maybe that means he'll forget about us.
Okay.
Just as Golzog says that, you hear Golzog say, maybe he'll forget about us.
Sure. I can have said that as Golzog.
Well, what did you say? Oh, did you not say
I
it
said that
Golzog?
as me.
Okay.
Maybe that means he'll forget about us,
Oh,
but
never
that can be a
mind
Golzog
No,
thing.
never mind then. Never mind. Scratch it.
Okay.
Scratch it. If you didn't say it as Golzog, then I'm not going to force it on you.
But I honestly, I'll put the hand on and then I'll see it like perfectly fuse if that's something I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And as Golzog go, you never saw us, and then float back down. If that helps with the narrative.
Well, he's unconscious.
Great, cool.
Iris just goes, Look, they really only start to get smart around 10 and above, so we could write a note that just says that this was a test of loyalty and you failed it. You'll never be in the club.
Oh, if I'm hearing that, I could calligraphize that up.
She's saying
right
it to
away.
Everyone. There's the
Great.
Yeah.
There's no
Not a bad
Guys,
idea.
I'm going to write that up for the fella.
Mm-hmm.
Calligraphy, this is a test of loyalty and you failed it.
It was
We
quick,
good with that?
It was quick thinking on your part, right?
And just tuck it in to his belt or whatever, or into his suit up on the tree.
Yeah.
I have calligrapher's supplies, Dylan. Is that a check or is that just like I've done it and he has the note?
You've done it.
Okay, great.
But you're not trying to like do anything special with it.
Forge
You're just
anything.
writing. Yeah, you're just writing. Iris kind of goes, all right, so well, that's something that we were never told. So cards can't get into Nib's cave. That's weird. So there's so much that we weren't told about this.
Well, should we press on to Nib's cave?
Yeah, I guess.
We're not cards.
No, we're not. Alright. So just so you know about Wayward Pool, that's where the last unicorns used to be, so...
About Wayward Pool?
Mm-hmm.
And is that on the map? Is that this?
Yeah. And that's where they said
Okay,
that
cool.
TM was around. So that does not bode well.
It's the toy maker. All right, so let's go to the cave.
You, as you're making your way towards this Nib's cave, dealing with whatever has happened, you start to see just, as you're walking, just a brick here and a brick there, laid out in a path in this weird jungle forest. Just like a yellowish golden brick, just dotted. And you see some like thread spun, kind of leading up into this cave that is just emanating gold.
Skin.
And you just kind of hear, very softly, just like kind of echoing in the evening.
I sneak forward.
Okay, make a stealth check.
25.
25. Okay. You make your way, and as you go, those like dotted little yellow bricks laid into the dirt path kind of become more and more and more. And you get to like the mouth of the cave, and you see inside, in this beautiful cave, cozy torchlight radiates from a cave inside this wooded hillside. And inside this cave, you kind of see... Make a perception check for me.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. You see a little old man with a blindfold on. Like a blindfold on. And what looks like it looks like a gnome. With a little blindfold on. And what looks like 8 little arms. Just like taking threads of gold and spinning it. Come in, come in. I can feel you on my threads.
Can I do an insight check?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like stressed out. Oh, that's bad. 9.
That was an insight check, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he just goes like... The insight check is that something's off. I mean, like, something's off just with the look of him. It's a little gnome, but also the gnome has 8 arms and is spinning these weird threads, and the blindfold. It's not great, but also you weren't like warned by Iris whether or not you trust that. Iris didn't say like, "Hey, don't go in there." It was just Nib's cave exists, you know.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know if you knew, but there was an 8 out there plotting to take over your cave.
Oh. Yes, those cards, they try, but they never get inside. This is a place that I have. It's mine. It's all mine. And they'll never be able to get in. I'm protected.
Yeah, are you Nibs, sir?
That's the name that you can call me, yes?
This is Nib's cave?
I am Nib. It's my cave. Nib's cave it is.
Is Nib short for anything? Like, do you have is that a nickname or?
Oh, you can try as hard as you can to figure out the name, but that's part of the game, really. I used to give out my name freely, or what people thought my name would be. But here's the thing. No more. None of that. There's power in names. But come in. You're not part of the deck. You're not part of the 52, so come on in. Enjoy of my gifts, for that is my curse.
Gozog is gonna
Insight
walk in.
check?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Gifts?
16?
16.
Already a watch. Gifts.
16. He seems like again, everything in this world has seemed kind of weird and has a sinister undertone, but doesn't seem like tricking you in any way. More than any other
So,
fae might, you know.
So what do you do here? Just spinning gold?
Spinning gold. That's the first thing that I did. I spin gold into things. I spin paths too. Are you looking for a path? I can make one for
Not
you.
to where?
To wherever you need to go.
We're trying to get to TM's workshop, as well as the flying city. Although-
Fable Rise? There's already a path to Fable Rise. It's easy.
Although really, we're trying to get. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm speaking too much.
Yes, you are.
We're all
Can you take us to a place where lost things go?
Oh. Can I take you to a place where lost things go? Interesting. I could. But of course, for me to have something to be lost, to find the lost things, to make the path, I need something there to anchor it.
What would be helpful to anchor it?
Someone. Something. Brave.
Brave.
Okay. That's me. I'm super brave. And Golzog steps forward.
Well, hold on. We don't know what that means. Don't
That's the whole,
volunteers tribute for something.
Let him
that-
cook.
whole point of being brave is that you don't know what's going on and you shove those feelings down deep. And that's what you do. So here I am, being brave. What's
You can see Nibs just kind of goes, I haven't made a golden path in quite some time. Oh, and this one's going to be very difficult, but I think you're all going to like where it leads. You especially.
Oh.
And points directly at you.
who especially?
Points directly at you, Tone.
Yeah.
For you've already been there.
Why
before.
me?
You've been there before, but you need to find your way back.
The thought patch.
Oh. Yes. Interesting. Different. Fun. So, would you like Nibs to make you a golden path? Is that to be your gift?
What'll it cost us?
Nothing. I give gifts freely.
No one gives gifts freely here.
Nibs just kind of
Wait.
shudders
Can we
and
just
goes,
look at the rose to see if?
Yeah, one, the rose doesn't drop a petal. And two,
Oh.
Nibs goes, you're right. You've learned well. You could say that I have a debt, and I'm repaying it slowly.
Go ahead. Use me. I'm brave as hell. It's a thing I learned recently about myself. My arc is about to come full circle. I swear to God.
Perfect. Someone who's just as lost. That's what I really needed.
Wait, what do you mean?
And there is a lasso of gold that goes flying around Golzog. That one of the 8 arms goes like twirling around, and you see this like golden light go swirling over and over and over again, as like sparks start to fly in this cave. As almost in an instant, Golzog is then just shunted through what looks like this golden arch. Golzog is gone instantly, but all of a sudden you start to see like all of the 8 arms pulling things. And a first golden brick has been made.
What?
You wanted a path to things that were lost. They are lost. But more importantly, finally there will be a path to the things that are forgotten. And a brick goes flying out into the world. And you start to see that Nibs, this little gnome, this blind gnome, just starts spinning gold. And these bricks kind of start floating out of the cave, just flying past you. Oh, this one's difficult. This one's hard. This one is tricksy. Ooh, it moves. It moves. Ooh, it's ever-changing, ever-flowing. But I have you. I've got you. The path won't forget you. The path will always find you. I haven't been able to say this in many a moon. And like every single arm kind of crouches in. It may not be what you need to find now. It may not be something that you need to find then. It may not be what you're doing at this very exact moment. But if you need to find the things that have been lost and forgotten, if you need to find your friend, or if he needs to find you, you simply need to do this for me. Follow the yellow brick road. Well, Nibs has given you a gift. I hope that's been sufficient for you.
Yes.
Where am I?
Thank you. Is there a path for us to follow?
Well, you see outside, so you see like the little golden road, that path that you went to go up there. But as you look outside now, you see almost shifting, like phasing in and out, but very clearly followable. Almost like, you know, like almost like the stairs in Harry Potter, like this winding road of golden bricks that keep kind of slowly flying out from the cave. Ever so often, like shifts back and forth, like one way into the woods, then another, but you can still follow the path. Like it has a starting point, but it's just this kind of winding and changing where it is. But you have this new golden path towards, again, it may not be, as he said, it may not be what you're looking for now. It may not be what you're trying to get to at the moment. But it is this new thing that has been opened up. Golzog.
Yeah.
You sometimes feel brave. You sometimes don't. I'm going to ask you a question. If something scary were to happen to you in the next couple of hours of your time here, would you look away? Or would you drink some liquid courage?
Yeah. I think I would drink some liquid courage.
Okay. Golzog, you don't remember exactly how you got here in the moment. You remember being flung through by a golden thread to this grove. And you look around clear-eyed for a moment. And you see a treant with a treehouse on its back, and children swinging from it. And right in front of you, speaking to you almost mid-sentence, you've been having a conversation with him. And you're starting to remember. You see Thicket. It's so good to see you. Have you come? Are we finally gonna defeat them? Please don't forget about us.
Thicket, hey, who's us? Who are you with?
And that's when you remember Golzog. You've seen them before. In your time here in Prismere, you've seen them dozens of times. You've all seen them dozens of times. The Lost Boys.
Well,
The Forgotten. After you drank the liquid courage, something happened. Its magical properties meant that whatever's been happening, you can see through this enchantment. And the dozens of times and hours that have been forgotten by you and your party, speaking to and dealing with these children, are slowly coming back to you. As you look out and see a sea of lost children that you and your friends have promised to help. And that Tone promised they'd help the world remember. And that's where we'll leave off for the evening.
No!
Thank you so
Oh
much,
my gosh.
everybody, for joining. Thank you so much for the raids all night. Oh, it was so good to see you all. I'm
shit.
so excited to see where we all go from here. We will not have Marty Abby Schneider here next time. I'm not sure if we're going to have Natasha here next time either. I'm going to have to talk to her. We might have her back. We'll see. I'll check in and we'll see what we're doing next week. We should be doing it next week. I think we get her back next week. But yeah, we'll see what else happens. I didn't know if this was the path we were going to go down now, but here we are. But thank you so much for being here. I know we have something to plug, for sure. I know Marty does.
Oh.
Does anyone else have anything? Marty, you want to go ahead and plug first?
Sure.
We can also
and
plug last
obviously
because...
anything. Oh yeah, I'll go last then.
Well, I mean, if you want.
Whatever.
Okay, does anyone else have
Either
anything to
thing
plug?
is good for me.
Does anyone else have anything to plug?
I'm doing a show at the Bourbon Room next Monday. I'm singing a song, and then
Ooh.
I'm doing I'm singing. It's like a cabaret. The Bourbon Room is a really cool cabaret in LA, and then Friday
Nice,
I'm doing
John.
a character show at the Pack, and Saturday I'm doing an improv set. But so just the Friday show and the Monday show.
Wonderful. Go see those.
Monday is the one at the Bourbon.
And Marty, what do you have to plug?
Yeah, basically, anything anyone wants to do to help with the writer's strike would be great. Go ahead and blow up any network or streaming services, social media, comment that you support the writer's strike. And then I also have a friend who is fighting cancer. I think Dylan's going to put her GoFundMe in the chat or in
Just
the thing. If anyone cares to donate, feel free, but obviously no pressure. She's one of the co-hosts of My Single Friends podcast, if anyone has listened to that podcast. Thanks so much, everyone.
Yeah, and Marty, go ahead and post that in the Discord on your own as well.
Oh, I will. Thank you for reminding me, Dylan.
It's better if it comes from you, so you can give the context as well.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you, guys, for being here. We'll unless I let you know that we're not, we should be here next time. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Don't you forget about us.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.